All right. I'm going to try and keep this brief. And no, I'm not going to talk about what you think I'm going to talk about. A couple days ago, maybe about a week ago at this point, we happened to lose someone very important to us in the industry. So some of you may not know who he is, or was rather. His name was Quincy Jones. This was someone who. So let me put it this way: if you've listened to any of Michael Jackson's music, right, from Off the Wall to around 1979 to around the Dangerous album, 1993, if you listen to any of his music around that time, Quincy Jones had a hand in that. In fact, the Thriller album was basically all him. Like, yes, Michael wrote some songs, but he arranged, produced all of it. Rod Temperton, who was another artist from a different band, he came on board, wrote a ton of songs as well. But in reality, Quincy Jones was the one that was in charge. Without him, Thriller would not exist. I don't think Michael Jackson would have been as successful without Quincy. Yes, that's a bold statement, but I think it's true. So, and I mean, also, he got his big break with Frank Sinatra. Like, he started doing stuff with like Count Basie, and people from that era with Bing Crosby, the Rat Pack, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., all these people. Like, he was big. He was huge. Definitely before our time. Definitely before my time. But the industry and the world cannot deny his influence or ignore it. Look, I'm just gonna say this right now. When it comes to celebrity deaths and stuff like that, I never really make a statement because, as fucked up as this may sound, I don't think it's worth making a statement. I mean, to me, again, it's terrible. It's sad that they've passed, of course, but compared to a family member or a friend, it's much more different. But in this instance, I just want to say, outside of the fandom, outside of what you know me as, an entertainer and whatever, music was my first love. I went to school for music. It's what I'm trying to do outside the fandom. He is one of the people that influenced me to be who I am today, alongside, of course, Michael Jackson and many others. Like I said, his loss is huge. One of the very, very few remaining real talents of back in the day. Unfortunately, he's moved on to a better life, I would hope. So yeah. And by the way, little fun fact. If you've ever seen Austin Powers, first of all, he wrote the theme music to that. Wasn't originally meant for that, but that's where it came from. And in Goldmember, the opening scene where Mike Myers breaks the fourth wall, breaks it through the screen and goes into that recording studio with that live orchestra, the conductor that was there, that's Quincy Jones. That was him. So take that into account. It is a sad day. And when I heard the news, I was devastated. I really was. It was very similar to when I heard about Michael Jackson passing away. But as sad as this is, I truly think that it's best if we try to celebrate his life rather than be sad about it. And what better way to do that than to listen to his music? So yeah, those albums that you've listened to on repeat, I'm sure, those are his. Give him one more listen. Really, really listen, though. Do that for me. No, do that for him. He deserves it.